Daria Jaranowska, hello and welcome to diverCity. Former Prime Minister of United Kingdom said that a simple way to take measure of a country is to look at how many went in and how many went out. In this special edition of diverCity, I would like to, me especially as a Polish, I would like to speak about migration. We will visit people from Poland, from United Kingdom, Germany and Iran. In one of Polish books, Foreigners, Maria Konceviczova wrote that Was war das? Eine Kranke, eine Hexe? Was hat sie dem Kinde gesagt? Das war eine Fremde. I would like to invite you to see my video, the video which I produced about Patrick. Patrick is a Polish guy who is living now in Germany, but actually he never wanted to be here. And now a couple of years passed, and I hope that you are curious if something have changed. So let's have a look on the portrait of a young, talented musician, of sensitive man, and finally a Polish abroad.
Ja na ojca byłem wściekły. Ja ojca po prostu nienawidziłem na początku. Bo mówię, nie dość, że go nie było przy mnie, jak byłem dzieckiem, to jeszcze mnie tu przywiózł i każe mi robić to, co on chce, nie?
Wiesz jak to jest, gdy się budzisz i nie kryje cię puch. Boli głowa z niewyspania, z głodu brzuch. I tak samo jak dzień prędzej nie masz co włożyć do ust. Czy to koniec ze mną, to ten dzień, czy to już? Codziennie rano budził się z tą samą myślą i pytał Boga.
Naprawdę wróciłem ze szkoły. Wtedy weszła do mojego pokoju mama po rozmowie właśnie telefonicznej z tatem. I mówi, Patryk, jedziemy do Niemiec. Na początku się cieszyłem, pomyślałem sobie, no super, no okej, pojedziemy na wakacje, będzie fajnie. Po prostu nie zrozumiałem tego, że jedziemy tam i nie wracamy, nie? No jak się o tym dowiedziałem, co w sumie stało się jakieś 10 minut później, ja się tak wściekłem. Ja wziąłem swój komputer na dwór, monitor, roztłukłem go, połamałem deskorolkę, zniszczyłem swój rower, ja byłem po prostu w taki szał wpadłem, bo w ogóle mi się to nie uśmiechało. Tak nie chciałem, tak byłem przeciw temu, no ale... Ojej, początki to były po prostu straszne. Na początku pierwszy rok w sumie był najgorszy. No, przyjechałem tutaj wyjęty ze znajomych, ze wszystkiego, z całego mojego świata. W wieku 15-16 lat, no w Polsce zaczyna się życie w takim wieku. Zaczyna się wychodzić gdzieś tu, gdzieś tam z kolegami. I oni mnie nagle wyciągli i wsadzili tu. Ani języka, ani kolegów, znajomych, wszystko nowe, nowa szkoła, nowi ludzie, nowy język. No dla mnie to było naprawdę straszne przeżycie na początku. To był, no jakoś w pierwszym roku, to było nie wiem, po 8 miesiącach tutaj w Niemczech. Stwierdziłem, że pojadę na rowerze do Polski. Obliczyłem sobie trasę. Wziąłem od taty z auta atlas samochodowy. Powiedziałem, że potrzebuję na geografię do szkoły. No i kurczę, siedziałem wieczorem, dzień przed wyjazdem moim, w domu zaplanowałem sobie trasę, spakowałem sobie walizkę i na drugi dzień zamiast po prostu do szkoły, no to wsiadłem na rower i ruszyłem. Miałem mapę, tylko patrzyłem z tego miasta do tego miasta, w mieście są szyldy, nie? No i sobie tak w sumie ujechałem w sumie jakieś 100 parę kilometrów, no i zrobił się wieczór. W sumie nie przemyślałem tego, że to była taka dość pora, no jesienna, zimowa już prawie. Wieczorem robiło się dość zimno. Plan był na początku taki, że gdzieś się tam w rowie prześpię, jakieś koce miałem, coś tam, okej. No ale kurczę, jak zaczęło padać, cały zmokłem, zmarzłem, no to już w sumie, no nie miało to dla mnie wtedy już sensu, żeby jechać dalej, nie? No jak ojciec po mnie przyjechał, to też było śmieszne, bo zajechał, w ogóle nawet nie wysiadł z auta, ani do mnie nie podszedł, tylko podjechał. Ja zauważyłem, że przyjechał, więc wyszedłem. Podchodzę, tato tylko otworzył szybę w aucie, wyjął rękę, w której miał 50 euro i mówi, co pieniędzy ci zabrakło, masz i jedź dalej. I on po prostu chciał dać mi pieniądze i sobie jechać z powrotem, nie? A ja mam sobie radzić, mam jechać dalej, nie? Skoro taką decyzję podjąłem. No, trochę mi się zrobiło tak przykro, trochę tam porozmawialiśmy tak poważniej. No i wróciliśmy do domu. Powiem ci, że żałowałem tej wycieczki, bo później wpadłem na lepszy pomysł, że po prostu zadzwonię sobie, podam się jako swój własny ojciec czy opiekun i zamówię sobie autobus, nie?
Nigdy nie pomyślał, że tego posłuchasz. Ja nigdy bym nie pomyślał, że wpadnie ci to do ucha. Nigdy bym nie pomyślał i nigdy nie pomyślę, bo jak piszę, to piszę sercem, nie umysłem. Nikt by nigdy nie pomyślał, że tego posłuchasz. Ja nigdy bym nie pomyślał, że wpadnie ci to do ucha. Nigdy bym nie pomyślał i nigdy nie pomyślę, bo jak piszę, to piszę...
Tak samo czasem są też w marketach jakieś akcje, że jest akcja polskie produkty, więc jest jakiś Prince Polo, jakieś coś, no to oczywiście idę i kupuję, nie? To jest taki, tak jakby skrawek Polski tutaj dla nas, nie? No, nie wiem, nie mogę chyba powiedzieć, że żałuję, nie mogę też powiedzieć, że nie żałuję. Po prostu, żyję. Nie wiem też, jakby się losy potoczyły, gdybym został w Polsce, więc nie wiem.
Jego wygląd cię odstraszył, takie podejście do sprawy, iskrę nadziei gaś. Liczy się to, co masz w portfelu i na sobie. Zewnętrzny wygląd, o tym myśli każdy człowiek, ale miał ważniejsze rzeczy w głowie, dalej będzie...
Przełom był po 1,5, po 2 latach, jak otworzyłem się po prostu, żeby zacząć mówić do ludzi. Zacząć po prostu używać tego języka, bo już trochę się jednak nauczyłem przez te 1,5 roku na początku. No i w sumie już tak zaczęło to trochę inaczej wyglądać. Zacząłem się też z ojcem trochę dogadywać, no bo można tak powiedzieć, że na początku nie znałem swojego ojca, bo nigdy go przy mnie nie było, jak byłem mały. No więc w sumie w końcu nawet i przez to, że tu się znaleźliśmy wszyscy, całą rodziną, nawiązałem trochę więź z ojcem. Nikt mnie w sumie nie upokorzył, ze względu na to, że Polak, nie, to z nim nigdzie nie idziemy czy coś. No nie było czegoś takiego, nie? Z tym, że dużo Niemców jest takich, że on sam do ciebie nie podejdzie i nie zaprosi cię, ty, ja i kolega idziemy tam gdzieś na imprezę, na party, chodź z nami, nie? No trzeba sobie po prostu jakoś tam znaleźć drogę i jakoś się wkręcić.
Może dlatego wciąż stoję tu samotnie i może dlatego, że mam za szerokie spodnie, a może dlatego, że na życie zbyt pochopnie spoglądam z góry z najwyższej chmury, może dlatego, że w mózgu mam dziury wybite przez serce, czasem przeklęte serce w lewo, rozum w prawo, myśląc chujem pójdę prosto, i wiem, że dojdę tam na 100 pro. Złamane serce...
Kiedy tak naprawdę się pogodziłem z tym, że tu jestem? No powiem ci, że to jest dość takie interesujące pytanie. I wiąże się ono tak w sumie bardzo, bardzo z moim ojcem. Bo to był w sumie taki przełomowy moment, kiedy ja pogodziłem się z ojcem, pogodziłem się też z tym, że tutaj jestem. To było jakoś 2-3 lata temu. Ja wróciłem taki dość w stanie nietrzeźwym do domu. I ojciec, widząc mnie takiego, jak to się mówi, strzelił mi w pysk. Okulary mi poleciały gdzieś to w krzaki, bo to było jeszcze pod domem, ja wróciłem, on wychodził akurat z garażu. No więc ja naburmuszony, tato mnie uderzył jak mógł, wziąłem okulary, poszedłem spać, nie? Na drugi dzień tak trochę o tym pomyślałem i tak w sumie nie wiem, czy mi się coś przestawiło od tego strzału w twarz przez ojca, ale poszedłem do taty i naprawdę podziękowałem mu za to, że mnie uderzył i powiedziałem, że w sumie fajnie, że tu jestem, bo też jest w sumie sprawa tego, że zacząłem rozumieć to, co się dzieje w Polsce, wiesz, pisałem tam ze znajomymi, jak tam w Polsce coś ten do poprawczaka poszedł, temu się to stało, ten będzie ojcem, wiesz, sam syf się w Polsce zaczął dziać, więc w sumie byłem szczęśliwy, że tam nie jestem w samym środku tego całego, wiesz, tych całych dziwnych sytuacji, więc wtedy zrozumiałem właśnie, że dobra, ojciec dał mi nową, lepszą przyszłość dla mnie, nie? I to był w sumie jego cel, więc podziękowałem mu za to, że nas tu przywiózł i w sumie od tego momentu z ojcem, jak z bratem, powiem ci, że nie potrafię sobie tego wyobrazić, jakim byłbym człowiekiem żyjąc teraz w Polsce, gdybym w ogóle tutaj nie przyjechał, co by ze mnie było. Nigdy mi nie jest wstyd, że jestem Polakiem. Jestem Polakiem, jestem jaki jestem, taki się urodziłem, to jest wola boska.
Niby miałem mieć to w dupie, ale w końcu coś wyszło i teraz z tobą planuję swoją przyszłość. Teraz ty jesteś jedyną, której oddam wszystko. Pozdrawiam cię, Oliwko.
Dublin, I heard the conversation between Irish guy and the foreigner. Irish guy said that if you will hear the strange language in the bus or on the street, probably you have two options. One of them will be Irish Gaelic or Polish. The number of Polish people in Ireland is over 1,200. diverCity decided to check how they live there. Straight from Dublin, the release of Citywide.
Hi, and welcome to Citywide.
We're here in the leafy greens of Aylesbury Road, outside the Polish Embassy in Dublin. I'm going inside now to interview Piotr Rakowski. Now, Piotr, I was wondering if I could just talk to you about the general area of Irish-Polish relations. Now, our countries have a lot in common, as in we have a long history of occupation, we have large kind of immigrant communities in America and things like that. What would you say, in your own personal opinion, that the Irish-Polish relationship, where do you think it's going to go in the next few years?
According to my best knowledge, with Irish we get along very easily. There are no huge problems in terms of criminality whatsoever. I'm not talking minor petty things which happen, but there are no substantial reasons that would, lead Poles to.
And unlike a lot of other European countries, there is no organised anti-immigration movement in this country, really. If there's maybe grumbling, but all in all, the Irish political class has not said that immigration is a problem.
That's correct. If you look at the last 2 or 3 years of, let's say, discussion which took place, especially in Brussels or between different member states of the European Union, the issue of finances, recession, of course, caused for sometimes, I would say, harsh or difficult declarations, especially in relation to the anti-immigration. Or sometimes I don't like to use the word immigration, which should qualify to the third country nationals. We are talking about freedom of movement of persons. But we observed sometimes the, let's say, positions which were not really in line with the treaties and with this whole overall European project. And Ireland remains as one of the, let's say, key solid partners, which is open, which takes advantage of that, and for which we are, of course, very much grateful and appreciate the fact. So it's nothing to convince Ireland, Irish government, or even Irish people that, immigration, movement of people, freedom of movement is something wrong. I would say on vice versa. And then the practice shows that it works.
Okay, but do you want to do... Yeah, okay, grand. So don't start talking till one walks off.
And
so you're just going to do... Anna's just going to do a short piece, your blurb, and we can stop.
Should I say it in Polish or in...
Yeah, in Polish.
Okay.
Yeah, would be great, okay?
Oh, so don't say
And then we'll stop,
okay.
And then we'll go into the interview. Okay?
Cześć, witam załogę DCTV, pozdrowienia z Irlandii oraz pozdrowienia dla polskiej ekipy. Jesteśmy niesamowicie podnieceni i szczęśliwi, że jesteśmy częścią tego jakże interkulturalnego, międzynarodowego programu Citywide, więc jedyne co mi zostaje powiedzieć, to mam nadzieję, że Wam się spodoba.
You've been in Dublin for several years now. Can you tell me your impressions of Dublin?
Well, I have to say that when I arrived, it was a few years ago, it was 2007, so that big, immigration boom was just about to finish. I was like from my perspective, there were many people coming over to earn some living and actually to be their way on their way back home to get their house, to come back to their own reality, whereas my generation was slightly different. They wanted to experience new cultures, to meet new friends. When I arrived to Dublin, I was so thrilled to be here, but I fell in love with the fact that people were so nice and they were actually smiling on the street, and they actually stopped to help you out when you got lost, which was amazing because it wouldn't happen in Poland. So I have to say that the Irish have different mentality than we have, and probably that's why it's so cool to be a part of this community here, especially in Dublin.
Absolutely. Well, on the other end, how are Poland and Ireland similar?
You can actually see it when we are talking to each other. We love celebrate, we love drink, we love food.
What would you say is the best thing about Ireland?
Oh God, I think the fact that you actually smile on the streets and you are not afraid to come over to somebody and actually help this person out, and you are open. And I love the fact that, you know, you have so many different nationalities here, and so many different initiatives like the Pride Parade. You have the Dublin Theatre Festival dedicated, you know, to Oscar Wilde, in a way, right? And then there's African Day. So suddenly you end up in that bustling pot of ideas, and everyone wants to be a part of it.
The play Foreign Bodies is written by a Polish top playwright, I'd say, Julia Chorowinska, and it's translated by one of the most acclaimed translators in Poland, Artur Zapałowski. And the play is about a former activist in solidarity movement in Poland, who changed sex after we gained freedom in Poland. So he changed sex into female, and he fought communism. And in 1989, when there was a fall of communism, just decided to change sex, and then she faced a big rejection from the society, a struggle with poverty, and social exclusion. And so the show is really about translating yourself into the new circumstances, you know. So like everyone can be foreign body somewhere. The story is based on a real, that's the real story. So it's based on life of Ewa Hołszko, who used to be Marek Hołszko and fought communism.
And has it got a positive response though over here?
We are getting really positive reviews because it's a very controversial subject, and I think not many people are talking about it here in Ireland, like especially in the arts field. About the trans community, because trans community needs more awareness and more recognition, and they need to be themselves, and they need respect from the society.
Talking about getting into the theatre business, I mean, was it hard coming in from a different country and a different language?
Yeah, it was, and we're still struggling with getting funding as well from the government, because for that production we just did this production with a very little budget. We had a campaign on funded.ie to raise funds for this show. but we didn't receive any funding from government. We only received some support from Polish, the Embassy of Republic of Poland in Dublin, and also the National Lesbian and Gay Federation were our partners during this production. So. We got great support from people, and there are so many people who are actually helping us around, you know. So that's why we could make this show happen.
Hi guys, it's Anna here from Citywide. We are currently at the photo shoot of Kinopolis, the Polish Film Festival. It's actually the 8th edition, coming to the IFI Art Film Institute this November.
I love that festival. Every year I'm waiting for that festival to meet with my friends, spend great time. It's great.
That's one dedicated volunteer, I have to say. Anna Wolf, you are from the Polish Theatre Island. How did it happen that you end up with the Kinopolis crew?
Because you asked me to.
I know, but people don't have to know about it.
Okay, I was asked to help in promotion of the festival, so that's what I'm doing here. I was just helping out as directing a photo shoot for the festival. I'm looking forward to see the film Imię in the name. Because one of my favorite Polish actors, Andrzej Chyra, is playing the main character.
from Amsterdam to Marrakesh, from the west to the east. The ambassadors of Res Kaba, once original, once adapted. The mix of reggae, ska, Balkan, and jazz. Let's welcome our special guest, Urban Turban, in the song Istanbul.
It's better that way.
So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the wax? It's nobody's business but the
just like it better that way.
So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the wax? There's nobody's business but the turn.
Thank you very much. diverCity editorial board is variety people, Polish, Germans, Turkish, Italian, and English. I want to show you the video produced by our colleague Tristan Edwards. His father left his country, United Kingdom, when he was a teenager. The Cold War was running, and he's supposed to come to Germany just for a while as a soldier. But something unique happened. He fell in love in German. And as we used to say in Poland, love has the strong power to move the mountains. So let's see how the story ends.
My name is Mark. I was born in England, Yorkshire to be precise. As I left school in the middle of the 80s, at the age of 16, I joined the British Army. The army at the time was the British Army of the Rhine, as it was called. We were here to stop the Russians from marching in. After training, I was posted to Germany. Coming here was a culture shock. Well, I thought that Germany actually was high mountains, wooden huts, and girls with blonde hair. I thought, because of all the grey buildings, I thought we'd actually stopped in London, because I didn't really know London at the time either. It was just boring, the same as at home. We came to the town that I was based in, a little town in North Rhine-Westphalia. I couldn't speak a lot of German. We had been taught a few words. Ein Bier, zwei Bier, drei Bier. Möchten Sie tanzen? It didn't take long though until I met a young girl in a disco, and shortly after that we got engaged. Moved in together in a flat, and later she became my wife. The problem with English people, they always still have this thinking that all Germans are Nazis. I must admit I was no better. We were taught in school that the Germans started 2 world wars and we came and then kicked their ass, which isn't quite right historically. As I then met my now wife, I started to realise after meeting a few Germans that they weren't as bad as they actually reckoned. And I got interested in the language, because I hated to go downtown and not understand what people were asking me, or not being able to understand things in a shop, or not even read the signs. But because of this, I started having problems with a lot of my comrades in the army. My roommates, they didn't like it that I lived out with a German girl. Told her I was a Nazi lover, and that I should leave the army, and that I was a traitor, and sort of things like that. Then the problem was as well, my wife, or my girlfriend at the time, she was having problems with the Germans as well. They called her a NATO mattress. That was one of the kind things. Time went on, things started to get better, and the Cold War was over, and obviously we had to find somebody else to fight. So then I ended up in Northern Ireland, which wasn't very nice, and then I ended up in the First Gulf War, Desert Storm as most people know it. And after I got back from that, my then fiance said that I should leave the army. I had to make the choice, either her or the army. It was a big decision to make, because as being a soldier with 16, I was then around about 23. I didn't know anything else apart from army life. I made this decision, and I chose the woman and decided to stay in Germany. Then trying to find a job, went to the Arbeitsamt, as you call it, a job centre, and they told me, that I should go home. And as I said, my wife was German. They said, "Oh, well, just take her with you. That's no problem." So anyway, I left the job centre without a job, obviously, and drove around for 3 days until I found myself a job, and then went back to the job centre and told them to stuff it. I learnt German by watching German television, listening to German radio, and basically hanging around with Germans all the time, asking what does that mean, what does this mean. Most Germans at the time could speak moderate English, which was obviously a good thing. Then I was in the first firm working. They had a foreman who spoke to everybody the same, as 90% of the people that worked there were foreigners. And the problem was he spoke to you in what we call pidgin English, as the Germans call broken English, which wasn't very good at all. And I kept telling him that he should speak to me normal, because I wanted to learn. But he never did. I left that firm after a while and moved into a different one, working as a security officer. That was where a lot of problems started with colleagues. I was working with just Germans. I was the only foreigner at the time and was for many years. One of them actually told me that if everything kicked off again like in 1939, that he would be going with everything and would do everything, and I couldn't do anything against it. So that was the sorts of things I had to put up with. But there are good sides. I've got several good German friends. I'm in the Schützenverein, and used to be in a Dartverein with Germans, and actually it's the army that I don't have any contact to anymore. I'd like to stay here. The only reason that I would really go back would be if I split up with my wife. But there again, I mean, I've still got my son here. So it would be a very difficult thing, really. I've been in Germany that long now. I mean, the people that do know me actually say I'm more German than most Germans are. No, I intend to stay here.
We are speaking a lot about foreigners in Germany, but the question is if it's common in Germany to live abroad, if Germans would like to live in another country, and if yes, the question is in which one? Let's have a look on the research which our colleague Christina Hauenherm prepared for us.
Ja, auf jeden Fall, nach Holland auf jeden Fall.
Warum?
Ja, ist schöner da, schönere Häuser, schönere Frauen, chilligere Leute.
Naja, für Deutschland schön.
Okay.
Ja.
Danke.
Außer die Straßen, die sind kacke.
Also ich könnte mir vorstellen, auszuwandern, weil ich schon ein Jahr als Au-pair in Amerika gewesen bin. Und ich finde Amerika ganz toll als Land und vor allem, weil da ja halt ganz viele verschiedene Völkergruppen vorhanden sind in Amerika und das finde ich interessant.
Auswandern würde ich bestimmt nicht, weil das so ist, dass man ja eigentlich das, was man hat, sehr wenig schätzt. Und das ist immer die Frage, was will man und wo will man hin? Die Frage ist, wird man glücklich, wenn man geht, oder nimmt man die Problematiken nicht einfach mit?
Also generell, also wie man mit unseren Alten und mit unseren kranken und gehandicapten Leuten umgeht, das wäre für mich schon so ein Grund, weil auszuwandern, weil ich eben ja, in einem Sozialstaat leben möchte, in dem eben auf die verschiedenen Altersgruppen und eben auch die verschiedenen gehandicapten Menschen eingegangen wird. Und da muss ich wirklich sagen, das ist in Deutschland nicht zufriedenstellend. Ich denke da direkt an so Staaten wie zum Beispiel Norwegen oder Dänemark, Richtung also Skandinavien generell. Da ist das Sozialsystem, auch was Bildungssystem angeht, eben schon wesentlich fortgeschrittener. Ich denke, da kann sich Deutschland eine gute Scheibe von abschneiden.
Ich würde nicht auswandern, ich liebe Deutschland und ich finde, Deutschland ist einfach ein besonderes Land und ein demokratisches Land.
Ich würde nicht aus Deutschland auswandern, weil ich es als ein sehr schönes Land empfinde. Es ist mein Heimatland, mich verbinden viele Beziehungen hiermit und das hätte ich im Ausland nicht und deswegen würde ich schon nicht auswandern.
I want to ask Urban Turbans what they are thinking about that, but let's welcome one more time the members of the band. Daniel on drums, Lucas on the bass, and Martin saxophone, and right next to me, Felix guitar and Lena vocal. So before the show you told me that your music fits to our topic, to migration. Why is it so?
We think it fits quite good because the music we play is a range from cultural music from all over the world, almost like popular music, of course, Balkan music, ska, reggae, blues, jazz. So this is music which is not invented here in Germany in first place, and we like to play music from other countries to bring it to people, and also it's what we like most actually. So I think it goes pretty good together. Yeah, in a way, that's basically it.
Urban Turbans, from where this name?
Maybe I
what
should.
Does it mean?
I should answer this question. The idea is a bit old, like more than 10 years old, I guess. And when first musicians came together to play, rehearse, we did that in a house, in a big housing site in Münster near the central station, which was where lots of people from different cultural backgrounds lived, and they shared the same yard. So it might be an influence on that, and a homage to this house, of course, and the people there. And urban, of course, it was downtown.
What is the story of the band?
The story of the band so far, well, it was a music project, started maybe in 2005 or 6, and the idea is just to capture this moment we had in this house and play music from other countries, from Eastern Europe, from Northern Africa, also pop themes, but so it all grew together, and now with this change of musicians we had over the years, it's still like the common sense we have, because we all come from different musical backgrounds, from the jazz, from rock, and this is what we play together finally. Nobody sticks with his traditions, we created something new.
Do you like to travel?
Yes, of course. I travel a lot. For example, when I spent last year, I spent half a year in Istanbul. I was living there. That's the reason why I love the song. And yes, it was a nice time, an interesting time to change the country.
Have you ever lived in another country for a long time?
I went to school in England. That was in '97, for half a year only. And later on, during my time at university, I went with Erasmus for 1 year to the Netherlands, which from here on is not very far away, as you say, but it's another country, it's another culture, and I learned a lot.
How was it to live in another country? First in Turkey, then in your Erasmus?
It was interesting. I mean, you have to say that Istanbul is not really Turkey if you want to live there, and of course it's always something, because they think you're a tourist and you think I want to immigrate and I want to be just a person like you and get you to know. But it was really interesting because it's a totally different culture and you get to know a lot of other people and you see it in another perspective.
How was it on your Erasmus?
Oh, on Erasmus it was, yeah, well, it is Erasmus, you know.
Oh, it's cool.
I think everybody who ever done that or have seen the movie knows that there's a lot of people from European countries mingle together, and of course you live in another country, but English is the major language there, even though it was in the Netherlands. What was nice to see, to meet all these people, and to of course have like a daily life in the Netherlands, where things are slightly different than in Germany.
Do you know somebody, or you have maybe a member of your family who live abroad, who migrate to another country?
I mean, the best example is our old bass player who now immigrates to Switzerland, not far away, but he wanted to change the country on purpose and now is living there with his family and starts a new life. And
do you know why?
They had the chance to live in a community with other people, and I think they didn't want to live in this strict German country anymore, where you can just go to work and be stuck to your old habits and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Felix?
My aunt, she migrated to Spain with her husband almost 30 years ago, and their children were born there, and they feel like their Spanish is better than their German. So I think they left because there was a new chance to do something different, maybe a breakaway from normality they have here, and they're very happy, and they would never ever come back, I suppose.
Oh, would you like to live in another country?
Maybe, but I don't know if it would be forever. Maybe just to see it for a year or two, but I suppose I would be coming back.
Mm-hmm. Where it will be, if yes?
Or then it should be far away, further away from the Netherlands, and maybe Vietnam, because
Vietnam, very oriental.
So maybe Vietnam because of the food.
Okay, very interesting. What about Lena? What about you?
I don't think so. I like to travel. I love to travel, and I would like to live in another country for 1 or 2 years. But I think my family is living here, and I have to admit I'm German, so I really like to live here.
Okay. Thank you very much for the interview. Urban Turbans already gave us a little bit of oriental touch. I would like to show you now the movie which produced Marjan Gadiani from Iran. She interviewed her sister who spent in Germany already 17 years. Let's have a look.
Ingmar Bergman sagte mal, die Angst setzt uns die Grenzen. Mit Mut können wir neue Wege gehen. Klingt doch gut und irgendwie einfach. Aber wie lässt man das Vertraute und Bekannte hinter sich? Das wollte ich von meiner Schwester auch wissen. Sie ist vor 17 Jahren nach Deutschland gekommen.
بله سلام، من محبوبه هستم. من متولد سال 1356 در تهران هستم. به همراه خواهر و برادر و خانواده‌ام در تهران زندگی می‌کردم. مدرسه رفتم و دیپلمم تهران گرفتم و در سال 1996 اومدیم به آلمان به همراه خانواده‌ام. اینجا اولین کاری کردیم و مهم بود برای هممون زبان یاد بگیریم، زبان آلمانی رو یاد بگیریم که بتونیم توی این جامعه پیشرفت بکنیم، با مردم روابط اجتماعی برقرار بکنیم از همه مهمتر و بتونیم کار بکنیم، مدرسه بریم و زندگی بکنیم از همه مهمتر. من دوست دارم به زبان فارسی حرف بزنم و نه اینکه اینجا محیط و دور و بر ما همش به زبان آلمانی صحبت میشه، همکارا و دوستان آلمانی هستن و من اگه فرصتی پیدا بکنم که بتونم به زبان فارسی صحبت بکنم، اون برای من خیلی عزیزه. این خودش یک پروسس طولانی بود، سالها طول کشید، به همین راحتی نیست، به زود ایجاد نمیشه. مهم اینه که آدم زبان رو اینجا یاد بگیره، با مردم رابطه ایجاد بکنه، درس بخونه و همه اینها باعث میشه که آدم تو این جامعه خب جا بیفته، زندگی بکنه. اینجا من مدرسه رفتم، آسپیلون کردم، پرستاری خوندم و در همین شغلم در حال حاضر کار میکنم. برای من هم عید نوروز مهم هست، هم ویناختن. هر دوتاشون رو جشن میگیرم و ممکنه که ویناختن یه ذره بیشتر، چون محیط اینجا بالاخره محیطشه، همه اینجا جشن میگیرن، ولی وقتی که جشن ما هست تنها کسی هستیم که جشن میگیریم، محیط ما محیط جشن نیست و باید این محیط رو خودمون ایجاد بکنیم برای خودمون. همین یه ذره سخت هست ولی جشن رو میگیریم همیشه. بله، میخواستم بگم که ما آخر هفته به همراه پسرم میخوام برم ایران. خیلی خوشحال هستم و که فامیلامون رو میتونم دوباره بعد از سالها ببینم و کیانم پسرم برای اولین بار که میخواد بره ایران و براش خیلی جالبه و دوست داره. من میرم چمدونا رو بچینم. با اجازه خداحافظ.
Let's welcome Marjan Gadiani, the author of the movie. Hello, Marjan. This is for you. Hi. Marjan, in the beginning of your movie, you said you used the words of Ingmar Bergman's, which says, "Fear determinate our limits." You also said that the courage makes us enter new paths, but it's not so easy. Was it easy for you to enter new paths in Germany?
In the beginning, it was not really simply or easy, but who said it should be easy to immigrate in a new country. It was difficult because I couldn't speak the language. I didn't know something about the society, the system of here, and it was difficult.
Why your family needed to come to Germany?
It was a decision from my father. It was during Iran-Iraq war. He's a businessman and he had contacts with German colleagues, and he advised him how to come to Germany. It took then 8 years. Then we got a visa, and it was for living in a safe country for a good and high education.
How old were you in this time?
12. I was 12 when I came with my family to Germany.
So in which level of the school were you in this point?
I finished in Iran the 6th class.
Sixth grade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it hard to go into the group in Germany?
Okay, I came from Tehran. It was a million citizen city. And then I came to Scharnebeck. It's a village with 5,000 people. It wasn't really easy because nothing happens in this village, and I couldn't really find new people in the first year. But after 1 year, when I learned more the language, I could understand the way of thinking and living from here, people.
But did you accept the fact that you have to leave this country? You were just 12 years old. You probably heard what Patrick was saying, that he never ever wanted to come, and he was in shock.
No, I was here before 2 or 3 times for 1 month. I was really happy. I was a child. I wanted to live in another country. I wanted to have adventure, and I didn't expect that it could be so hard in the beginning. So I wasn't really prepared for this time. The first 1 or 2 years, it was a little bit shock for me. I didn't know that. But in Iran, I was really happy to get to know new people.
After some years, because it's a lot of years when you are here, do you regret this move of your parents?
No, I have nothing to regret, because after these 2 years, I remember very well this moment when I listened to radio and I thought, oh, I understand everything. Then I went to the school and I thought, oh my God, I understand really everything. And then this moment changed everything. I relaxed, and we went out, and so we could find more people who were from other countries or from this country, but thinking a little bit more relaxed, and not this village where people are more conservative, maybe.
Would you like to live now in Iran?
No.
No? Why so definitely no?
No, I'm living here because I know it's a more safe country, but I have here my brothers and sisters, and I love them very much, and I cannot imagine to live in another country. I want to, yes, I can. I love to travel, but I have here my family too, and it's my country.
Do you prefer, like your sister? She said that she prefers to speak Persian as much as often as she can. What about you?
I can understand her because I can speak better German than Persian, because I have most of my friends are German. But when I listen to Persian music, it sometimes another emotion. I like both language. I cannot say I prefer Persian, but it's a treasure. It's good to know both language, because you can reach more emotions.
Who are you right now, Marjan? German or Persian?
It's not the first time that I have to answer this question, but I think I decide to be 100% Persian and 100% German. It's both.
Both in the same time?
I think it's possible, because it's my, Why not?
If in the future you will have children, you will raise them on a German way, on a Persian way? Will you teach them your language, Persian language, or how it will be?
I think I will teach them the Persian language, and I will celebrate both Christmas and and Eid al-Nowruz. But I don't think that I want to. I don't know. I think they will be more German than Persian, because they will more grew up in these norms of system. So, yeah.
Do you know the restaurant in Munster which is called Pepperoni?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but the owner is also from Iran.
I heard about that. Yes.
His name is Jahan Bahrainian. It's really hard to pronounce your names. Is was correct? Or not? Okay, sort of. He lives in Germany for a very long time, and he has very unique idea of his own restaurant. Marco Hassler, our friend from diverCity, visited Pepperoni. Let's have a look.
Since 1996, the shop and restaurant Pepperoni enriches the Wolbecker Straße in Münster. It is a mixture between a shop for vegetables, restaurant, and a stage for cabaret, such as poetry slam, music, and improvisational theater. Furthermore, Pepperoni and the shop owner Jahan Bahrainian are well known for his lunch and the Gemüsepfanne, a menu cooked in a pan including fresh vegetables and the flair of Mr. Bahrainian's cooking style, which got its origin in Iran.
Let's welcome Jahan Bahrainian. Was ist Ihre Geschichte?
Was ist meine Geschichte?
Warum sind Sie nach Deutschland gekommen?
Aus Freiheitsgründen. Einfach. Das Leben im Iran war nicht mehr möglich. Es gab einfach keine Freiheit und deswegen bin ich hier gelandet.
Mhm. Wie alt waren Sie?
Ich war damals, ich glaube, 26 Jahre alt, als ich nach Deutschland kam.
Wie waren die ersten Tage?
Die ersten Tage, das war schön, also Freiheitsgefühl.
Schon?
Ja,
das war
schön.
nicht schwierig?
Nein, eigentlich nicht. Ich habe schwere Vergangenheit im Iran gehabt.
Mhm.
Ich bin mit 14 zum ersten Mal ins Gefängnis gelandet im Iran, kurz nach der Revolution. Und habe ich einfach Sehnsucht nach Freiheit gehabt, die ganze Zeit schon.
Mhm.
Und als ich endlich mal geschafft habe, die Grenze Iran-Türkei zu Obergrenzen, das war wie ein Vogel, der freigelassen wird.
Mhm. Wie lief die Kommunikation mit den Deutschen?
Es wird immer besser.
Immer besser?
Ja, es wird immer besser.
Das ist gut.
Ja, ich glaube, wir lernen gegenseitig voneinander viel. Also, ich kann mich daran erinnern, 1996, als ich in einem Supermarkt in Givenbeck, das ist ein Stadtteil von Münster, eine Wassermelone kaufen wollte und ich habe daran getrommelt, ob das reif ist oder nicht. Eine ältere Dame hat mir gesagt, Entschuldigung, das ist kein Instrument, das ist Wassermelone.
Oh.
Aber mittlerweile läuft besser.
Mhm. Was war der schwerste Moment für Sie?
Schwerster Moment für mich war in diesem Moment, dass ich den Iran verlassen musste, direkt kurz vor der Grenze. Und ich habe gedacht, schade, wir waren 4 Jugendliche, alle fast in demselben Alter. Und habe ich gedacht, sehr schade für ein Land, dass er solche gute Kräfte verliert.
Mhm. Wie oft besuchen Sie den Iran?
Ich war noch nie da.
Nie?
Nein, leider nicht.
Warum?
Wie gesagt, also die Welt ist groß und ich gehe immer dahin, wo ich mich wohlfühle und wo ich mich frei fühle.
Fühlen Sie sich jetzt als Deutsch oder als Persisch?
Ich versuche immer mehr daran zu arbeiten, mich als ein Weltmensch zu fühlen.
Weltmensch?
Ja.
Oh, das ist sehr gut.
Ja.
International.
Ja, wird auch. Die Welt wird immer kleiner durch die moderne Kommunikation, Internet, Satelliten. Wir lernen voneinander viel. Also eine Jugendliche aus dem Iran oder Irak hat bald selber Ansichten wie ein junger Mensch aus Deutschland.
Mhm. Also was war der schönste Moment in Deutschland für Sie?
Schönster Moment?
Ja.
Ich bin ein komischer Mensch. Ich versuche jeden Tag zu feiern und was Schönes rausholen aus dem Leben.
Carpe diem.
Ja.
Wie sind Sie auf die Idee mit dem Pepperoni gekommen?
Das Leben hat mir den Weg gezeigt. Also ich habe erst einen Gemüseladen eröffnet. Die Lage von diesem Laden war nicht geeignet für diese Gemüseladen und ich habe immer mehr improvisiert und experimentiert und das Einzige, was mir Spaß gemacht hat, mit gesunden Menschen habe ich zu tun gehabt und das hat mich motiviert, obwohl es am Anfang sehr schwierig war, aber ich habe immer eine Entwicklung gesehen und bin ich dabei geblieben und mittlerweile läuft.
Mhm.
Ja.
Also die letzte Frage, sind Sie jetzt glücklich?
Sieht man das nicht?
Ja, ich kann glücklich.
Ja.
Ja, okay, also alles gut. Danke schön.
Ja, danke auch.
Und alles Gute.
Merci.
In the book of The Alchemist, Adam Williams wrote, "The world is rational and creative. It is a wonderful mystery for our minds to discover and celebrate. God is everywhere and we are all different. That's the beauty of it, the sheer diversity. What a tapestry to enjoy. Every person is different, and thanks to that, I think that we can know each other better." I wish to have this quotation for you for a long time and accept all of the differences which are between us. And I would like to thank all of the technicians of our live show. And now I want to invite you to listen to the song of Urban Turbans, Guns of Brixton's The Clash. In the meantime, I'm saying goodbye and hope to meet you again because it's good to see more. Cześć!
When they kick at your front door, how you gonna come? With your hands on your head or the trigger of your gun. When the law's breaking in, how you gonna go? Shut down on the pavement or waiting in death row. They can crush us, they can bruise us, but you have to answer too. Oh, the guns of Brixton, hey! Well, but surely time will come. There's an everlasting hell, and the sea looks like Ian, born on the Brixton sun. Its game is called surviving, and the game is holiday come. When they kick at your front door, how you gonna come? With your hands on your hat or the trigger of your gun. When the law is breaking in, how you gonna go? Sit down on the pavement, oh waiting in that row. You can crush us, you can bruise us, oh they even shot us, but oh, guns of Brixton. They can crush us, they can bruise us.